You got spare game codes or any digital goods? There is a place you can sell them in less than 1 minute. Watch. Go to D2CL.com. Click Start Selling. Fast login. Go to My Account and click on Selling tab. Sell new item. Enter name, code, set a price. And done. D2CL.com Digital Marketplace. Global selling simplified.
Welcome back, everybody, here to your coverage of the D2CL. I'm Toby1, your host for the English live stream tonight. As we go into our deciding game, will it be Team Empire or will it be No Logic Gaming who will qualify themselves through into the double elimination bracket? The final playoffs, we're doing GSL-style groups, and that means that this game actually decides it all. Let's go into our draft. It's already underway, as I can welcome in my co-caster for tonight as well as tomorrow's series. Ryu, welcome back, man. Hi, Ryu. Ryu. Talk to me, Ryu. Tell me you're alive. I don't think he's alive. Okay, we've lost Ryu, everyone.
No, I'm here.
Woo!
I just got back.
Welcome back. At this point, I ask you the question, did you get yourself inside the game in time?
I was in there, but I didn't join the lobby. Like, I'm in the game.
Okay. So you're in here with me. Okay, that's the only thing I was worried about, because I was like, we launched in. I'm like, I'm fairly certain I saw him in the lobby, and then there's like, well, there's only 4 broadcasters inside the game now. I'm like, okay, what happened to Ryu?
No, I didn't see you sit. Maybe it was a bug. Did you sit down in the spot?
Actually, no, I don't think I did. Whoops.
No, you didn't sit down. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Okay, yeah, I didn't check. Yeah, my bad to the TV people, I apologize. But it seems you'll have no English channel for broadcasting this time around, which means all you wonderful people watching on Twitch, I love you even more. You're the only people that will hear us for this game.
You're the only people who matter.
My bad. Normally the admins check that stuff. Oh well.
10 seconds.
Who cares about a broadcaster anyway? We're only casters. You're here for the players on the screen, and that's what you're gonna get. As okay, the Night Stalker is back again in combination this time with the Bane. As Team Empire, they get the Lich, they get the laner, but there's no SF, there's no Doom to combo this guy with, but they are being given their Tuskar once again to play with.
Do they want to play with it, though? That's the question. I don't think it's that bad when you're
Ten seconds
just because it can do everything. It can offlane. It could play the support, as we've been seeing
5 seconds remaining.
It's a good hero for Team Empire to have something that can initiate, like something that can initiate from level 1 and bring everybody with it. Like it's
I like it too because it can definitely help against the Bane's Fiend's Grip. Although most of the time when you initiate, you're not going to initiate on the Bane. So that's one of the problems too. But you can save people in the Tusk. We didn't see it. We saw it early on last game, just a few times with this Tusk saving with the snowball, but it didn't really work out. So.
Beastmaster.
Okay, there's the debate finally coming in, and we get our answer. So it'll be a Beastmaster to come from Team Empire. They could still look at the dual lane for the off, but Beastmaster, you kind of want to give him space to get those levels as well. So,
Radiant team
Necro time. It's Necro time, it's burn time, it's control time through a magic immunity. It's just a great hero.
Also, Meepo's really good against Beastmaster too. Like, you can just, normally when you're scouting out, you can poof, you can also save. That's where most of the time, as you're saying, the Beastmaster gets a lot from the solo pickoffs, but he can go hunting too with the Meepo, and you have to be very careful when you're playing against the hero.
There's a great way to beat the Meepo. Ban it.
Single target. No,
ban
single
it.
Target damage.
Just ban it. It's banned in the third from Team Empire. So Empire will not have to worry about said Meepo. They will not have to worry about the Alchemist either. It will also be removed.
Greed coming in from Excalibur. They know what he likes to do.
it's like okay, what were the 2 heroes that actually caused us problems in Game 1 and Game 2? One of those heroes actually won the game for them. Meepo and Alchemist. It's top of the list.
The thing is, NLG, they could have banned AA here, which I think AA was a success as well as the axe with the blink.
Templar
So they could have
assassin.
banned the AA and then potentially got the Alk. But instead, why risk it when you could just ban the Alk?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so TA, the lovely, lovely lady, will be coming in for No Logic Gaming. So they've got sideplay damage. Team member just need to get someone who's good to lane up against the TA in the mid. Bring on the Venomancer.
Veno's not that bad in this
10
situation.
seconds remaining.
Oh,
It just leaves
Venom's
you...
actually really good up against a Night Stalker as well as a Bane.
5
Like, yeah,
seconds
Night Stalker's got the
remaining.
movement speed, but
You only have one core though, and then you're gonna put all your eggs in
Reserve
that
time.
4 protect 1 strategy. That's kind of what it'd feel like. So
that
it's
wouldn't be too bad if you can add some early pressure. Like, if you got something like a... I don't want to say Enchantress, but if you had something like a Chen that could push the lanes out, like, that would be my go-to kind of play here if I was Team Empire. Like,
yeah, Enchantress or Chen going mid to gank a TA too. That can devastate. You can just camp her really easily.
We're going
Radiant
team fight.
Pick.
We're going full team fight control. Tuskar is going to be the 4th pick up here from No Logic Gaming, which will force either the Night Stalker or the Tuskar into a core role here. But this
You'll
may also
probably
mean that, like, Team Empire just say, you know what, screw it. We'll just pick up a Disruptor. Like, if you want to snowball in, we'll throw down ulti, we'll throw down wall. It's great up against the Night Stalker, it's terrific up against TA. The Venomancer pickup will be the counter
Radiant
pick, so we just
team
need one
ban.
more support from Team Empire.
Nah, that's support Gyro, man. Nah, it should be...
Support
You know
Gyro! It's good rear. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's really bad here because...
10
Okay, wait.
seconds remaining.
It could potentially work if the enemy supports are really weak.
5
Like a
seconds
CM
remaining.
or... a CM. But there's a Bane and a Night Stalker, so it's just too much beef on the enemy team.
Yep. You need a meat cleaver. Alright. So what does No Logic Gamer think it's going to be for Team Empire?
Probably Wyvern or Enigma.
I'm still thinking Disruptor. I still think Disruptor's going to be one of the best choices here. The Enigma doesn't make... Actually...
They have see with Enigma, they have so much push potential. Yeah, and you're gonna have to. You can only ban out one of them, but my thought process on the Enigma is you have Enigma with Eidolons, Beastmaster with Hawk giving you vision, as well as they don't have that much AoE clear right now from NLG. They just have like Tusk and TA.
Chen.
So it's just they can
Get the Chen.
I think they should just get a jungler for sure
5
for Team
seconds
Empire. That's what I would think. But that also opens up for NLG to run an aggro
Reserve
tri-lane
time.
or something where Tusk and Night Stalker can just constantly roam, or Night Stalker Bane can
Radiant
roam.
team pick.
So you have to be kind of worried about that a little.
Yeah, just a little bit. They ban out the Queen of Pain, Team Empire. So they're worried about just stronger laners kicking in. The Beastmaster would have a very hard time up against the Quap. And that would make No Logic's mid games so scary. So scary. There
I
is
think
still
they might pick Windrunner,
10
but
seconds
I'm trying to
remaining.
think what really is good here for
Well,
them.
you're still looking at the number 1 position,
5
right? For
seconds
NLG?
remaining.
Yeah, but I think they also want to get another kind of
Reserve
tempo
time.
controller. Some kind of wave clear. Like I said, they lack a lot of wave clear right now, and kind of need it for what's gonna be like. What is it, Toby? I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna guess one hero. I'm gonna stick with it. It's gonna be.
Yeah?
I'm thinking, man. You gotta give me time.
Can't rush a draft. You got 44 seconds.
All right, it's
That's
gonna
not
be
rust.
Slark.
I wouldn't be a big believer in the Slark. You'll have a very
Yeah,
difficult
Slark's-
time getting kills when you're going up
Right.
against like the Lich Frost armor as well. It's gonna be
Slark.
oh,
All right.
you get
Huh?
to be right, but it's still gonna be rough for him.
Can you say that again?
What, that you were right?
Can you say that? No, just kidding.
Wow. Did you
I'm
not
just
get enough
kidding.
approval from your father?
No, it's because you rejected me earlier. Now I need acceptance.
Just get rejected by your father.
You are my father. No.
I am not your father. I'm not that old. Even though, yes, I understand what the movie is, A Fish Called Wanda,
10
but you do
seconds
not.
remaining.
I'm still not that old.
Well, you're just not a Lord of the Rings fan.
5 seconds
What?
remaining.
You are my father, man. Toby.
What? That's Star
10
Wars, you
seconds
idiot.
remaining.
Did I say Star Trek? Oh my god. I didn't
No,
say-
you said Lord of the Rings.
Oh, did I
5
say Lord of the
seconds
Rings?
remaining.
Why did I say Lord of the Rings? I have no idea.
What is with you?
I don't know why I said it. I know Star Wars. I had a brain fart, man. This is you gotta give me some time. All right, so Lord of the Rings is one with the not Aragorn. That's with the lightsabers and Han Solo and Sasquatch. There's no coming back now. All
God
right,
damn it.
well,
Oh, I got tears. Ah.
see, I told you I'm the best movie reference person ever. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Like,
You know, to be
when
fair,
I'm about to get in there, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna bet on the Academy Awards who actually takes what home. I'll definitely call you up, man. I mean, you'll be my go-to man to lose money.
you know, I was sad about Toy Story taking best animated over Toy Story 3 taking best over How to Train Your Dragon. I think that was 3-4 years ago. I think that's all I cared about. Everything
Hey,
else is useless.
I think that was more than 3 to 4 years ago, man. How to Train Your Dragon, maybe not, but Toy Story 3 was a lot longer than 3 years ago.
No, they came out the same year. Came out the same year. Let's look this up.
Are you actually meaning Toy Story 3? Because it was released in 2010.
Okay, so that's 5 years ago. It's close enough.
Toy Story 2 was actually released back in 1999.
I said Story 3, nerd.
I know, but it's just interesting to see there's an 11-year gap between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
Yeah, that's kind of... What is the other movies that they waited so long? Like, what's the gap between Star Wars?
Star Wars Episode 1. I would have
Yeah.
preferred to wait longer. Until George Lucas was dead, so he couldn't influence the movies in the manner he did. If you want to look closely, he appears in Star Wars Episode 2.
I'm...
He's dressed up as some twat.
I like... Speaking of Star Wars, I hope I can speak about it after what just transpired, but it was...
You've kind of lost all your grounds to stand on, but go ahead anyway.
I was wanted to just ask, what was like your favorite episode out of all 6? Because a lot of people, they like the older ones, even though you don't have, you know, the
Well, it's
high
Episode 5, man.
graphics and- yeah.
It is 100% Episode 5. Like, it had some of the greatest scenes. It has actually a point when people could act, because also it was the one movie where George Lucas didn't direct it. If people didn't know that little tiddly bit. But yeah, like Episode 1 you hate because of Jar Jar and
I like Qui-Gon Jinn.
crappy Anakin. Man, like Liam Neeson
I
was
don't
the
know.
only reason that movie got carried through to being good.
Yeah, I just...
Star Wars Episode 2, Hayden Christensen can just... Hey, I honestly thought Keanu Reeves was the worst actor in the world. He changed my mind with a couple of later movies, but still, emotions aren't his thing. There is, however, a lot of emotions that Hayden Christensen brings to the table. Most of them anger in the viewers. So it was very easy to hate him in Episode 3, which made Episode 3 a lot easier to watch. But it was just so stupid. They
Alright,
could have done
speaking
so much with the storyline.
Yeah.
So much with the storyline. And
You
all
just
they
wanted
did
to-
was butcher it.
I think the biggest problem is they should have just made it a little longer, or maybe 2 parts. Like we saw the...
A little longer. They could have actually had substance.
I don't know.
That's the
It's-
dream.
I feel like it was a little rushed, yes, but...
It wasn't even rushed.
All right, you get from
was-
here to...
It was just crap. The storyline was
have to-
terrible. The
We're gonna go
dialogue
watch
was
all
terrible.
6 to get Toby, we're
Natalie
gonna go
Portman,
watch-
one of the greatest actresses in the world, and they made it look like she couldn't act. I'm sorry. Like, something was wrong. Like, bigger than just, like, a couple of things. It was stupid. Oh, my lord.
Alright, we're gonna rewatch all 6 episodes before the 7th one comes out, and then we're gonna go watch the 7th one together. You know, all right, and then we'll just calm down and we'll just be happy.
You've actually made me angry now. Just by making me think of this, you've made.
All right, so Liam Neeson, he was in 3 movies of the Taken. Now, I don't know what your thoughts on the Taken series, but
It's got Liam Neeson in it. It's perfect by me. Apart from that
No,
one
that's-
horror house movie that he did, that was a little bit disturbing.
Taken 2 was so bad. I haven't seen Taken 3 just because of how bad Taken 2 was. It was
Have you seen
basic-
Run All Night?
Have you seen Open Water?
No.
All right. Well, that's one of my worst movies. Also, kind of like what
Sorry,
was it?
there was only one ever water movie for me. It was Waterworld, Kevin Costner.
Yeah, it's probably the stupidest thing. It was about people. It was. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go into it. You
Yo,
don't
guys,
wanna-
Darth Maul was actually pretty frickin' boss. The only problem was no substance.
Toby's confirmed sus.
No, it's actually kind of funny because the
right
guy
now.
who played Darth Maul was a champion fighter, like a sword fighter. I'm trying to think of the right word for him because he actually had a proper description, and I've forgotten what it was. But he was the guy that was teaching like Qui-Gon and Liam Neeson, as well as what's his name? Forgotten it. Obi-Wan. Come on.
Toby.
Help me. Help me. Come on. Ewan
What?
McGregor. Ewan McGregor. You didn't help me at all. But he was the one that was teaching them how to fight. Like, there was another guy as well that did a lot of it. But, yeah. He was like a trained professional fighter.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see how the kids all got annihilated by Buffalo.
The classic Natalie Portman line. You killed younglings?
Yeah.
She's lost the will to live? Who says that in a freaking hospital? I don't understand it. She gave birth, but she's just lost the will to live. Like, we're just sitting here in a futuristic world, surrounded by beautiful amounts of technology. But unfortunately, because her will to live is just so, her will to die is just so strong, I'm sorry to say, she's dead. Like,
It was the baby, man. Took too much blood out of her.
no, it didn't. Or else the doctors would have said, she is dying due to a lack of blood. No, the doctor said, she is dying due to a will not to live anymore.
It's because
That's the
Anakin
death.
sucked all the force out of, or the will out of her, because he turned evil. You know, when both of them were together. Come on, Toby. They,
But even then, like, it's like,
turned
what is it?
evil, so it broke her heart.
It's
Come
like
on.
a frick. You've got Yoda and Obi-Wan sitting right next to her. If you need to pump more force into her, I'm fairly certain there are 2 donors standing by to give her the medical care that she requires.
Oh, put the force in her to her. With
No!
medical
Do
care?
not
Oh,
turn
yeah,
this
sure.
dirty!
Oh yeah, Toby, that's what you meant.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
putting the force really good.
Oh my lord. It's just so stupid.
I mean, that's like the only explanation, and
And
that
it's
you
a
have to
pretty
come
crap
across.
one.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. Where you don't. It's stupid just to die just because of that.
Let's build a Star Destroyer.
Let's build a Lego to Star Destroyer.
I don't know.
and
Is
then
it possible?
hang it and
Is it
join
possible to
the-
build Star Destroyers in Twitch chat? I don't know if it's possible.
Oh, well, they're gonna find a way now.
Oh god. So we're still missing Silent. he hasn't come back. We have another series start as well, guys. Navi going up against 4CNL. Will come up directly at the conclusion of this series. I'm checking to see if
Why do they have a sponsor named VP Game? It's just killing me. Thinking like they're... I know they're Empire, but I'm just curious as to why it's called VP Game. Is it like...
It's a brand?
Yeah.
That's what they decided to call it. Silence in the game!
Alright,
Oh my.
don't have to think of things to come up with anymore.
Guys.
Oh,
like,
what's TCI, actually? What's
like,
that?
Why are people like saying like, Toby, stop screaming? Like, if you actually think that is my level of screaming, like, you have not come from a dysfunctional family. Like, that'll show you screaming.
Just get a drunken father, coming home. That's screaming.
Oh.
For some reason, I thought I was playing in this game, so I was getting ready to play. Oh no. Sad man. Just casting.
I feel like I've ruined Star Wars for so many people.
You did. Nobody's gonna watch. Okay, that's gonna be the headlines tomorrow.
No. You can watch the new one. I actually saw the trailer for the new one, and there's a lot of potential for substance. And that's all I search for. I was actually really annoyed the day that Timothy Zahn's books.
But they killed all the younglings. How is there even kids in that movie?
Ryu, just Ryu.
Okay, I'm just trolling. Yeah.
All right, so
30 seconds
let's start our game. Let's check out our lanes too. It looks like NLG are going to be running a potential aggro lane. You've got a Night Stalker with booties. We have a support, a support Night Stalker because of that. We have the Slark, who is just ready to tank up and be on the front lines. We've got a Bane who's the neighborhood Templar Assassin, so potentially could hang around mid.
How do you say Slark's name? Cole?
I'd say Cole.
The battle begins.
It looks like it looks like a Cole.
Kale? Cole?
It's not Kale. Alright, so it is going to be a Night Stalker Slark top. Bane blocked for a little bit, but now he will also be heading towards the top. And that lets Excalibur fight up against Yoku in the mid. And I kind of love this as well. This is one of these things which got changed. Just a very small change to Poison Sting, where it got buffed up enough that it actually eats through Refraction at level 1. It never used to. You used to have to get like a second level up in it. But now it actually eats through it at level 1.
You ever play against a Vino with the Orb of Venom too?
Wait, what, really?
Yeah, that stacks on them.
That can't be a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Wow, Excalibur. He almost did enough damage to kill off Yoku. This also is like one of these things where, like, this is the standard build. Like, we saw this coming out from, who was it that actually ran this on the weekend? I think it was No Tail that did the Venomancer mid at MLG. Oh, God, who was that? Anyway,
I can't remember.
either way, I remember his build better than the player who was actually playing it. And that was a 1-1 build, and then everything else he got was into Poison Sting as well as Plague Wards. Because that was the primary thing to level up. And I kind of like this approach a little bit more, because Yoku's actually put now the second point, so he changed up the build order, because he went for the second point up in Poison Sting at level 3. Before it was the level 1 Plague Ward that was leveled up. But there's not much point getting that level 1 Plague Ward, because you kind of look for level 2, because there's no way that most heroes can get rid of Plague Wards once they're up at level 2 in the early stages.
Oh, Yoku's taking a lot of damage. He definitely has to be a little bit careful here.
That size spill from Excalibur's been really on the mark. Are they already moved everything? Yeah, they're coming in for a gank on Yoku. Excalibur's trying to like chip him down. So Spartan runs from the north, and Mitch runs from the south. They snowball him. There's shards to trap him up, and then it's the death of Yoku in the mid. And this will give a really good advantage to NLG. Tusk got to take the kill, and Venomancer down for the count.
Does this ward... Let me see. Can you see
Which
this
ward?
ward scout? I think at the bottom one near the river. Does it scout out the Tusk rotation over? It definitely scouted out him getting
This guy right here. We're talking about this guy right here. Oh wait, we're not in a thing together.
Oh.
My bad. So yeah, that's the reason why I can't see a little screen popping around. But if you mean the Dire Observe ward, which is on the bottom ramp, just above the ward, above the rune, yes, it's unless he hugged the wall going around Roshan, then
and maybe.
Then no. Unless he
probably
blows,
seen
did he
it.
blow smoke as well? Like, there's 3 in stock, so no.
So he should have known. Maybe if they had, yeah, I don't know. It's still enough for him to get the kill, especially with those images and the blocks out. So even with the Night Stalker rotating over, probably need to play a little bit more careful.
Is this a run on bottom? Like, no fear and resolution are coming over to try and contest the pull, so at least they can get a little bit of the farm, or at least a little bit of the experience from it. Resolution's done a great job down here. Already 19 for 8 on the CS, while the Gyro's sitting at 18-7 and Venomancer 15-5. So even if you do get the first blood for NLG, Excalibur, okay, this is so good. Excalibur puts up the refraction charges now. And I'm actually wrong. Is it ticking? It doesn't actually tick through it. That's not right. I'm wrong. Okay, so the battle we actually had about the Venomancer, like the talk about Venomancer, either I just read that incorrectly, or the tick doesn't actually burn through the refraction charges.
It has to be a certain amount of damage threshold.
Yeah, but what's the damage output? There has to be like 12 damage per second is enough. Isn't it? I think it's gonna be like over 5 or what? Yoku's gonna go down anyway. Throws at the Gale on Excalibur, but with Spartan rotating in, a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, they were even had an extra, like you said, the Night Stalker coming in. This is not going well. This is supposed to be the one lane that you're dominating, and then you're just dominating the other 2 lanes, which is pretty funny to think about.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I mean, even he's not even really shutting down Excalibur and CS either. He's losing now by 8, so. I'm not exactly sure on the damage threshold, but after this game, I will know.
Here they go again. It's just not Yoku's day. Excalibur with that double damage rune too. They find themselves a kill, and this TP support comes in way too late from Silent. They're looking for the paralyzing cast combo to get a little bit more revenge, but now it just strands Silent in this middle lane. Throwing down the Obs Ward means they can see the Witch Doctor rotating in, and Rocket Barrage Excalibur with the paralyzing cast doesn't bounce back down again, which will keep him alive. The Poison Sting, however, is going to drop him low, but it's not enough to find the kill. It's going to bring him close to death, but not death.
This is... all the kills are on Yoku. I wonder if he should even... I mean, he needs boots to go against the TA now. Even though he has the Gale and the slows, I don't know if it's going to be enough, especially with all these rotations that have been perfect by NLG. So, but then you can't really put Silent anywhere on the map, which he's getting pretty low himself here.
Okay, he goes to the Rocket Barrage, however, and Mitch will be dropped down just as low. Turns on, well, a last bit of flat cannon which he had, and Spartan wants to try and help out. That Void just keeps him far enough away. The stick charges came up as well, and there's shards in 1 second time. That'll get the kill if it wasn't for Aloha Dance, who came in from behind. Now throws at the paralyzing cast. Will it bounce back down again? Yes, it will, with the malediction as well. Empire gets some much needed breathing space on their safe lane.
That bounce. What a bounce.
That was really unlucky for him. That was so unlucky for him. Like, lucky for Aloha Dance, unlucky for NLG.
Now that's just, you know, supports making the plays. That's just how they roll. And as I was saying, Yoku definitely has to go into the jungle now. You can see him already starting over. This was triple stack though, so this is going to help him get up to his boots. And as long as they're not really taking mid tower, and I was going to say, when do you see the Vino's tower being pressured so early in the game? It doesn't have that much chip damage on, but still, like when you're getting to the high ground on the other side before you get on theirs,
that shouldn't be happening. Like, the critical thing for the Venomancer is to make sure, like by running a Venom in mid, you're meant to win the early map. No. Oh, why that actually just happened. The sad thing is, I was watching the whole thing. Spartan's in even more trouble. So you just lost your Templar Assassin, who didn't really save her gold from dying up to the Ancients. And now Spartan's going to die to the Axis. He'll avoid the dodge. I mean, avoid the... actually, didn't even avoid the second wave of Axis. He's just tanky enough. And then Aloha Dance comes in. Paralyzing Castle bounce back up to Mitch. He's got the Malediction as well. Combining with the cooldown, all Mitch can do is protect himself inside the snowball. He's going for Aloha Dance. We had time to salve up, but now Mitch, well, Brain Sap will ensure 1 kill at least. But now we just run the other direction. Resolution can't run any further, however. He can have his boar here. And that'll keep the Bane off the rune for a bit, but that's all. And that was a little bit of a shambles.
That was really good for Empire. Making a lot out of nothing, just chasing down everybody.
Dire's
And
middle tower is under
meanwhile,
attack.
Excalibur was just all farming as well as Cole. So none of the cores really reacted from NLG. If they had, then potentially they could have, gotten 3 or 4 kills. But instead, they're just farming away.
Alright, so Venomed's Yoku really needs to get back down to this mid lane. Like, I know he keeps dying all the time, but he needs to get a wall of Plague Wards up. Keep NLG's attention. This is actually what I was going to say before that whole, shebang started. Where you need to really keep the attention of
Dire's
NLG
middle
towards
tower
that
is
mid
under
lane.
attack.
So you get space for your off lane Beastmaster so he can farm himself up to getting that Necro Book. And for the Gyrocopter to get to his point where he's got not only survivability items, so I assume it's going to be like an S and Y coming out for Silent, but then getting into his damage dealing items to follow up. So if he is going to go S and Y and BKB and then into something like a Monkey King bar, he needs that time to get a crap ton of farm. And they need to make space for him by doing so. That's where Veno kicks in. He adds pressure towards the lanes. Like, Bane should not be able to do what he's doing right now.
Like you said, right when you get the Boots of Travel and the Necro 3, you can get, almost everyone will just die immediately to Resolution's ganks.
They actually switch up their lanes a little bit smarter, though. Like, I actually don't mind this. Lich keeps the bottom lane back. Beastmaster's got Roy. You've still got the Lich ulti in case things get rough on the bottom lane. Silent took the farm in mid. Veno takes the farm in the jungle. And then Witch Doctor quite easily farms up on the top lane. Now, you do have that little fight in the bottom lane where Cole wants to try and keep this battle going. Gets the leash over on Resolution. But with the cooldown arriving from Silent, the Slark just tries to run himself away. They've already committed the Raw for this fight. And they need a little bit more control, but they can't get there in time. Silent's Flag Cannon will mop up most of the creep wave. With the double boars down, it's dangerous for NLG to stand here and fight. And Silent, he's just going for more. The Rocket Barrage, heavy damage into Mitch. And this will force both of them back. That's the tier 1 tower bottom lane.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That's just great understanding from Resolution, knowing that he's going to pounce away and just getting in front of them. But meanwhile, they're putting a lot of pressure on the mid here, and they can potentially get it. Which did they have any
Dire's
TP
middle
rotation?
tower is
No,
under attack.
they just came down here with Yoku. So trading your mid tower for the bottom tower, I don't think it's really worth it here for Empire.
Unless they can hit that tier 1 tower in the mid, very quickly after. Then you can restrict the area of the Slark. Like, that's always the critical thing for a Slark, right? Like, you want to have, these frontline towers so you can just run away from, side to side to side, regenerate, come back out, fight again. It's all about keeping that position. While Venomancer, he doesn't care about towers in the end because he just pitches a tent with all of his Plague Wards.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, though, as I was going to talk about as well. The Plague Wards, they'll be around the middle. Since I can't draw, it'll be on the Dire side ramp, just there. But since you don't have that TP rotation, you're not going to be able to immediately get kills if they go on your Veno, where you want to put those wards at. So he kind of needs to play a little bit more safe now, especially when nighttime's coming up in 40 seconds.
Just realized that Moon Meander is inside of our chat for some reason. Hi, Moon! What's up, man?
Hi, Moon. How's it going, bro?
Hope you're enjoying your time. Cole's going to enjoy this bottom lane attack. Loses almost half of his life with one Frost Blast. Then could think about turning around for an attack, but that's not really going to help him much. Because Lich could just turn on the Frost Armor. And then how does Slark get a kill when you have that? You just turn on the Frost Armor.
It's not going to look too good for him getting kills until he gets the Shadow Blade. And even then, once he gets it, I think Empire's lineup is really good for controlling him. Just because of, the Frost Armor, you have the Plague Words. He's going to be constantly kited around. So you're forcing him to go...
Aloha. Yoku, Gale, Mitch, he's dead. You could see the Night Stalker Spartan turned around to try and get the denial out. Because you realize once the Gale connected or the voice stick, it's like, yeah, we got this. Resolution and Silent, this is a better position for them. They come up, they roar on Excalibur, the cooldown's on the way in, and Excalibur, well, no refraction charge will protect you from this. Empire's moving perfectly across this map.
Yeah, that was a nice ward scouting out him doing... I wonder if it did. I can't check. This is kind of annoying me now that I'm not in the broadcaster slot.
Which one? What?
The ward in the Ancients. They had it before. I think it sees the movement, but I'm not exactly
Radiant's
sure.
middle tower is under attack.
Why can't you see it? It's
No, but like
Radiant
when
structures
he's
are
pulling the
fortified.
ancients, does it?
does the dire observer see that? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
No,
Because
no.
I'm
Bottom
toggling the
tower
vision,
is
but
under
I
attack.
don't think it does.
It's the same. It's the same way you are now as if you were in the broadcaster slot, man.
Yeah.
That doesn't change.
You gotta teach me these things, Toby. I'm a noob. I'm
The,
fresh.
the, the only thing you are not you come on, man. We cast all of the ESL trying to qualify together. We did.
That was pretty fun. Although it was
That
kinda
really
late.
was. Like that was actually terrific Dota. Had a great time. with
It
that.
was sad though that the team that won didn't get to go though.
Yeah. It would have been a lot more interesting if eHome turned up. But
I think so. I think so.
it was still a good time had by all. Alright, so where are you off to? Veno gonna be ganked up. The shards, a little bit off target. We only go for the chipping void. Also a lot of space from Team Empire being given to the Witch Doctor. Like I know we said like Yoku went into the jungle and just said, you know what, I'm just gonna farm this up. He's actually building in for a hand of Midas as well. But they gave a lot of space to Aloha Dance, so he can work his way towards this Aghanim Scepter. And then NLG will have a real rough time fighting in to Team Empire. Just because of that. Like, you got Call Down, you got Veno ulti, then your Death Ward with Bounce Attack. That's a very scary lineup to move towards. Especially when you're a Night Stalker who's only got Urn and a Wand. This is not a successful Night Stalker game. 0-2-3 is that KDA. They do find 1 now, so this will finally be something else to add to his list. Silent. Yeah, he won't survive long enough. The Bane Fiend script was enough.
Excalibur with his double damage runes. What a lucky guy, man.
You lose your tier 1 tower though on top for this, but it's a worthwhile trade.
No, they are still getting a decent trade, but yeah, like we're saying though, map control is the thing, and they know what's happening. Right
Rez
now,
is
too.
coming over. They're taking a lot longer than I thought they would for Roshan. Dire Observer Ward gets planted as well, and we'll see the Sigil come out of the pit. So Roshan's down, but NLG, like Aloha Dance and Resolution aren't moving over for them. They're just happy to let it go.
Man, when's the last time you saw an Ags on Witch Doctor before level 11? That's the key.
Actually, at MLG.
Nice.
It happened last weekend.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good timing. Like, as you said, when you have people that go back into the jungle and then you're able to go into a free lane and get all this farm, this becomes tremendous. It's like kind of reminded me of like the Ags that was put on Puppy
Yeah.
when he was playing the support Vino, right?
Yeah, basically turn the
That's
Venom
it.
into a core. Because, like, how much time do you really want to commit to killing off a Venomancer? And then you give Aghanim Scepter, it's like, oh, okay, life is available. This is a terrific time in your life.
Yeah, and I agree with Yoku. He went for the Midas. Now he's level 11 because of it. And he's also going to make reasonable timing. They haven't really fought that much, thinking about it. They've just been taking objectives in the last, 5 minutes. So this build is really successful so far. Sure, maybe your gyrocopter died once, but they're really waiting on Resolution to get his Necro 3, and then they're going to put the pressure on these tier 2s.
Well, he's almost there. And NLG are looking to fight too. They've finished their Shadow Blade over on Cole, and the Desolators arrive for Excalibur, and he instantly puts that to work, forcing pressure onto the tier 1 tower on the top lane.
Aloha, he might go down here. Yeah, he's going to be fish food.
I'll go by Witch Doctor. I kind of want to keep my eyes though on Excalibur. Because that movement's coming over from Resolution, and because they got the Frost Blast off too, Resolution's really not sure about this. The TA trap blew up in front of him, and they triggered Darkness, so the vision game for Empire is lost.
I think the reason why they would win on it, but Resolution didn't have his Necro 3, and they have no dust for the meld. So that was
So you
very
wanted the reveal.
unfortunate. Yeah, it was very unfortunate that the courier didn't come a little faster.
Well, NLG, they're coming back for another fight. This Hawk, however, sees all. Well, not all, because we are still in darkness, but it sees a crap ton. And that's why they put Silent behind the trees. In fact, they're just TPing him out. They don't want to find. Resolution went to bottom lane. The Venomancer was rotating at the start up towards the top, but just turned into farming up inside the jungle instead.
Yeah, this It's kind of funny to see the Slark all the ways over here. You would have think he might have rotated up top or potentially gone for the kills, but with Resolution being so tanky as well as Silent having the Sage, you can't really kill anybody. So it's the Slark isn't going to be paying off just because he can't really pick off anybody in this game.
Yeah, he really can't. Just as a comforter for everyone who is tuning in, if you are here for the 4CL versus Na'Vi series, that will be coming up at the conclusion of Empire versus NLG. There's actually a lot of crossover in the tournaments tonight where some teams are playing in one competition, other teams are playing in another. Like NLG is playing in the Summit 4 qualifiers after this one, where we had 4CL playing in the Summit qualifiers before their matchup against Na'Vi. So everyone's being very happy and waiting for each other to start their other series tonight. So it's and in fact, who else do we have? NLG have their game up against in the Dream League season after their series here. So
yeah, that's why they've been trying to rush. But can you believe it? We've been paused for like 30 minutes, I would say.
Really?
So
I would never have known. It's not as though like we discussed the things why we were paused previously.
what did we talk about earlier? Toby Rage at Star Wars or Lord of the Rings?
Dude, I love I got a tweet which is just like it's the picture of you writing on a chalkboard. A Star Wars writer is always brilliant from W1. Thank you for that. Or should I say Lord of the Rings? It's like in the text, it's just like with Lord of the Rings, I will not confuse Star Wars with Lord of the Rings. I will not confuse Star Wars with Lord of the Rings.
That was just a slip of the tongue.
Yeah, I think that's brain, man, not the tongue. The tongue is like if you had a lisp, I could understand it. but that
Lord
was
of the
that was more than that. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go. No delays. There's Dota to be played.
Dire's top tower
So that
is
top
under
tier 1
attack.
tower from NLG. There's still a lot on the line, remember. Like, this is their last game in the group stage. If Team Empire and NLG win this, whoever wins this
Dire's
goes
top
through
tower has
next to
fallen.
Team Liquid in the groups. So they go into the playoffs of the D2CL. We run GSL style brackets. So Team Liquid took first position because they went 2-0. And this is the playoff now between Team Empire and NLG. To see who will go forward. So Empire, this is a big play for them. They need to get a good opening, and they're going to find Mitch. The Paralyzing Cast's going to bounce up over to Spartan. It won't come back down again, but the cooldown, they move themselves inside the cooldown, so the snowball, Mitch has to stick here. So he'll end up going to go down. It's 2 heroes lost. The top tier 2 tower is being brought down by a catapult right now, so this siege creep must be destroyed. That's not enough damage, no fear.
Dire's top tower has
So, top tower does go the full way of NLG. Slark has found himself a target as Resolution, but it's not really a target he wants to go on. Like, it'd be a Shadow Dance trade-off for a Necro 3 trade-off. That would have been the fight.
If he gets roared, and then you're gonna have no mana left over, and especially with the double damage range annihilated there. That was a good rotation coming up. Surprisingly enough, both of Resolution as well as Cole, they're just kind of off doing their own things right now with Beastmaster and Slark. They can. I just don't think Slark can do anything right now. He kind of needs to come to team fight him.
Dire's
But he
bottom
can't do
tower is
anything in
under
the team
attack.
fight.
Yeah, it's a very tough
Like,
position.
he kind of needs to have like the S and Y before going in for something like this Shadow Blade.
Radiant's top
Because there's
This
no way
would've
to
been-
battle up against Empire, because Empire just want to 5-man this.
is under
Like, that's
attack.
where their lineup has huge amounts of strength that they can force up, even into a high ground position. Like, they can attack tier 3 towers at the moment, but there's no need to. So they just go from tier 2
Dire's bottom
to tier 2
has
tower.
fallen.
You lose your bottom, okay. Excalibur's Desolator really helps out with that.
Dire's bottom tower
But the
is
injection of
under
money that
attack.
Team Empire is getting allows them to afford a 20-minute Aghanim Scepter over on a Witch Doctor. Like, the Venomancer's on his way to getting an Aghanim Scepter as well. The SMY is done for the Gyrocopter. It's going to come on the Courier. Resolution has an extra 1k, and the Lich needs 80 gold before he's got the mech. And once you then have that mech up, then nothing should really stop them from pushing. And Resolution, there's your Roar. The Fiend's Grip, however, these Necro units are down. They're burning off all the mana of Templar Assassin. Resolution, barely alive, and he will actually, in fact, be dead. But Excalibur loses his life for the cause. So a Beastmaster for your Templar Assassin. The 4-star from Milan will allow him to TP himself away to safety outside the range of the cooldown. So Team
think-
Empire, they hold their tier 2 tower barely.
Yeah, I think the call was to go high ground. Like, you should have went high ground. You had a double damage on Beastmaster. You forced them to rotate back there instead of them just chipping away at your tier 3.
Without the
would've
mech,
been
though,
an-
it's so dangerous.
But I could see maybe it being a little damaged. But NLG don't have anything. Like, your Slark needs a BKB. Your TA needs a BKB to even withstand these team fights. It's not just the mana burn or the Vino ulti. You got Lich ulti, you got Gyrocopter with call down. There's so much magic damage burst coming in from Empire that, well, Goku?
Yep, he's dead. Very simply dead. If he loses his teammate as well, that TP's on cooldown for 1 second, and now Aloha will also retreat.
Is under attack.
Empire need to get back into the groove. They need to be able to find that 5-man push where you don't lose on the trade. They kind of also need to get rid of these damn observer wards from NLG. Because right now NLG see all the movements of Team Empire. If they're going to come down to the bottom and push that tier 2 tower, which is where Empire do want to go, then it's going to get scouted out.
Alright. Do they have a smoke, I think, on the side of Empire? No, they do not.
Not on the supports, at least.
Yeah, they're going to be scouted out here. This could have been a decent fight for NLG if they had potentially smoked up since they had great vision, but I'm just going to back up and farm here. They almost have the Blink Dagger on Mitch, and potentially this can help a lot for their initiation factor. I think that's probably the biggest thing they're lacking. All they have really is, you know, Blink Dagger with TA. Doesn't really offer you a stun. They have the Night Stalker just kind of running at you, but that's not a reliable stun either, so with Raw with Punch and Snowball, I think it'll be successful.
Spartan. 3 seconds till darkness.
Oh.
Whoops!
That
That-
I think it saved himself.
In a way, yeah. In a way. It still looks like a balls up. Where are you headed to? Okay, he drops the observer ward down, but because of his positioning, it's visible to Empire that he did that. They didn't ping it, so maybe they didn't see the ward got dropped. But Empire now are in a position where, okay, Roshan is almost the max. In fact, yeah, that's max spawn time right there. Ice Frog
showing
does
no
not
love.
want Empire to just push and win this game. And Empire will probably waste 3 minutes waiting for Roshan to come up.
Do they have any sentries? They could potentially know that there's a TA trap.
Excalibur, this is not the plan, Stan. Blink Dagger or no Blink Dagger, Resolution. They need Hawk, they need Vision, Excalibur. Okay.
Dire's
He actually
bottom
popped the
tower is
Necro
under
units as
attack.
well, thinking maybe he was melded. But Excalibur will be able to break free to safety after going a little bit too far up the lane.
Trying to figure out how they get through this frost armor or this ice armor. It's just I don't even know what Slark can do in this situation without a BKB. I mean, he's going for. It looks like.
Scotty.
Well, it could be Scotty or it could be Lincoln's. Lincoln's is really good to put on your TA or yourself in this situation.
There's not much that will actually break the Lincolns apart from something like a Raw. And there goes your Witch Doctor in mid, by the way. That was a very simple Blink to Snowball initiation and TA to follow up afterwards. And Empire in a bit of a rough position too. They get a Frost Arm up this tier 2 tower right now, but then again, if you do, Mitch could find that kill. Misses on the shards, but the Meld Strike, oh my. That hurt hard. The Raw's going to be coming back out, however, so Bane dropping almost instantly after the Gale, connects on the Night Stalker, and he doesn't have the movement speed to get away from this. So it ends up being a 2-for-2 trade-off. The Sigil as well being mopped up. Also was what was stopping Empire from chasing after NLG.
Yeah, that's a great reaction coming in from Empire, just knowing that they can still
Radiant's
team fight
bottom
afterwards.
tower
They
is under
have
attack.
this huge amount of AoE burst damage. They don't even need to use Vino. And only 2 of their supports died, but at the same time, you can say at the other side, 2 supports died. So about an even trade there, and just more time being had for the BKBs of NLG is, I think, going to benefit them a little bit more.
Okay, so Roshan, 30 seconds-ish. A little bit more ish than 30 seconds. They
I'm
still
really
have to keep
surprised
going.
they haven't, dewarded, like I said. you should know that there's a trap always in the Roche pit when playing against a TA. So dewarding that, it's going to be very vital because then they're going to know that Roche is up before you will.
Yep. And looks like Empire, well, I don't know if they're trying to capitalize on the whole situation, but they're 3-man smoked up. They have a Dire Observe Ward which sees the Bane, and that's why they had to instantly change their tact. But they want to blink up and find Excalibur, and BKB will go. Resolution, where's that Roar? Now it comes out. The Necro units are down, but Excalibur, there's only a little bit of chip damage coming into him. They may have enough with these Necro units. The Snowball can't protect him in time. In fact, it puts Mitch in even deeper underneath Resolution. The Boars and the Necro units fighting up against them all. Middle lane, there was a trade-off, the Witch Doctor to go down. But a Tuskar as well as a TA for just a Witch Doctor, you'll take that trade any day. Nice force off down by the Bane. There's no stuns to stop him. And you will have that Slark able to just leap himself away to safety. But this is a big pick-off just before Roshan spawns.
Yep. Easy Roshan. Unless, no, there's no buyback on TA. Just bought the BKB, so. You can see the flaws in Empire's lineup right there. Once they get the Roar off, they have no other stun besides the Witch Doctor, and he got picked off too. So it's really hard to chase down NLG's heroes. That's the one thing that they can do in these team fights. They can kite really effectively with all of their heroes, especially since they had that forced F. But are they going to really contest
Yeah,
this?
they are. They're coming Darkness in 1 second, and they can just go for it. The Slark runs in. Who gets it? It's the Die with Gyrocopter. He got the Aegis Immortal and a huge Venom ulti. It covers them all. The Night Stalker's on the run out of here. He's got the movement speed, but the Poison Sting and all the other slows not helping him out. They're going to lose Resolution, however, halfway through this. And then an instant restart from No Fear. So the pause happened because of the disconnection. That Venom ulti, it's still doing work, and the Poison Sting will ensure the kill. Spartan, he goes for the Urn Charge, and it keeps him barely alive. That's way too close for comfort.
That's when you start checking your pants to see if you're okay afterwards.
They're coming for bottom lane now. They really want to catch out Cole. Fortification will slow down this tower attack. Aloha Dance just got scouted out. So there goes your pounce. They know he went in Viz. Necro unit, so they get the vision resolution. He went the wrong way. But wait, is he? Okay, it's the Shadow Dance that protects him. There's no way to actually see him when he's inside that. So Resolution had no raw target.
Very unfortunate. But I don't even know if you couldn't have got the Roar off in time too. Because if you spawn your Necro books, you can just immediately cast your Dark Pact on the Slark. So it probably wouldn't have gotten the Roar off in time anyways, but still, that blink forward did not help his cause.
Well, the Necro units will time out before they can attack heavily into this tier 2. But I don't think it should really stop the push anyway. Like NLG are 2-split across the map. You got Slark and Night Stalker trying to push out the mid, the Bane's in the neighborhood, as well as the Templar Assassin. So this will be a tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. And this gives Empire, at this point, a 2-tower advantage. But how long will that point really last? Like the middle lane's being pressured so quickly by Excalibur. He doesn't have his next big damage dealing item, but it doesn't really matter. Like he's still got that Scardy Slark right behind him. As well as having a Deso of his own.
I just want the Slark to be able to move in the team fights. Whether that's a Blink Dagger or, I don't know, something. It's probably still BKB. Butterfly is not that bad either in this situation, especially against the Witch Doctor with the minions coming in for the Beastmaster. So it's not too bad here. But I don't even think they need Lockdown either, if you think about it, because they already have Fiend's Grip, they have Tusk to chase a little bit, and they can do a lot of damage, like burst damage with the TA. So I don't know necessarily that he needs to have Abyssal Blade right away here.
Here comes the attack from Empire. It's the group up, it's the move, it's the Dire Observer Ward which scouted out Excalibur. That would have been a really big pick-off if they could claim him before they pushed up high ground. But this is that high ground push. Aegis Immortal in their hands. They want to force a reaction out from NLG. How are we actually looking for buybacks before we start this? So TA, Slark, and Tusker all have buybacks. Gyro and Witch Doctor also buybacks. And Empire need just 1,000 gold-ish to get all of their other players up to buyback.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem now when you have
Oh,
Beastmaster
Res.
Roar.
Wow! Okay, that's a long way in. That's with the gem as well. The Fiends Group will control of the Beastmaster. They need more control, and there's your Venom ulti in the low hard dance. The death ward from the back lines. Excalibur's going to pop to this one. So is the Slark. The spill damage out to the Nine Stalker. That hurts like hell. Witch Doctor, man, that guy is a real boss. He let it all go over NLG, and now NLG needs some revenge. They're coming out with their buybacks. They get that punch over to low hard dance with Silent. He goes back in for the Rocket Barrage, the paralyzing cask. You may as well make that thing a bloody ultimate. It keeps all of NLG controlled. The dieback from the Templar Assassin. The Night Stalker's not quite sure if he wants to go back in again, and neither is the Slark.
I mean, you just saw the Aloha dance show, guys. Welcome to Hawaii, man.
And they got
Aloha.
more. The Gale, Spartan's dead.
No,
He wants to
TP.
TP. He's trying to TP
The
back to
rocket.
base. It's not going to be in time. The rocket stuns him up. He can't get out. And that's going to be Team Empire taking out not only a mid-ranks, but they can go for more. They've still got a minute without the Templar Assassin on the field.
And Boots of Travel on Resolution. Here he
Yep.
comes. This is going to help with the Inner Beast.
That's actually Necro books up a 2. Like, they could just go. A full BKB was brought for a low hard dance.
Because he has his ulti up.
Yep,
now,
6
too.
seconds.
Oh.
6 seconds, that Death Ward's back up again. Team Empire. Moon was calling for 29 minutes for the GG call, but I think he thought it was going to go the other way in favor of NLG, and then Team Empire just did Death Wardy things. The tier 3 tower will drop, and the melee racks will end up dying. You can see Slark, he wants to go. Like, he's already triggered his Shadow Blade. He's coming forward. But they have to be so mindful. You blink forward. Where's that roll? Where's the control? There's a low hard dancer's ward. They need the vision, and now they've got it. It will keep bouncing itself around, but Silent, he's just out of range now. So there's no more damage coming out from a low hard dance. And yep, there it is. That's going to do the work. That's going to be the bottom ranks take it out. And, well, Fiends Grip on the Venomancer all you want, Vayne. You're dying right now to a ledge. Brain sap or not. Like, there was just no one else to be next to Silent when that damage was coming out from the Death Ward. Where were you meant to go? The Slark runs down. There's the Lich being leashed up, and he will pop. But you've just lost 2 lanes of Raxes.
Yeah. It's not looking good at all now, especially when that happens. And I worry now that Resolution also picked up his Vlads. They're just going to have even more to work with. Gyro has his MKB. He's working for his... I wonder if this is going to be a Manta or Scotty. It's just... It's not looking good when the items come in and then you have no way to stop your Witch Doctor ulti. Like you said, it's happened twice now. The only reliable way they can stop it is Fiend's Grip as well as the Tusk. The Tusk, I think Tusk has to be the MVP maker where he can blink in a Walrus Punch, but I don't know. It's just a little bit it's a little bit too late just because of that mid-team fight.
Yeah, that hurts so hard.
It looked like, it was kind of weird, wasn't it, if you think back on it? It looked like Resolution kind of lagged or something. It was like, all of a sudden, he just didn't use anything. Like, he didn't use his Necrobook, he didn't use Ghost Scepter, he didn't use Roar, and he just walked back.
It didn't make any sense either, because, like, if Resolution was going to do what it looked like he was doing, it was to jump in to full aggression, blow everything you've got, soak up everything you can over on NLG. Just because of that, you buy space for everyone else to do their work. And it didn't really end up happening. The BT's coming in on the Venomancer, and it's just a push for victory now from Empire. They got everything up. Necro's up in 7 seconds, so by the time the creep wave hits that top lane, it's up. And there's no buybacks available here for NLG. They used 3 of them to defend that last push from Empire and still lost double Raxes. And now into the mid. Yoku blinks forward, misses the Gale over on the Night Stalker. But he broke the smoke, so NLG's wraparound ends up failing. And they run up north then.
Radiant's top tower is
That's
under
just a
attack.
smart, that's game sense. You know every single time when you're down Raxes, you're always going to go for the loop around. And then what do? They know they're coming, so they immediately go break the smoke.
Yep. Jump forward. There's Resolution. This is what he wanted to do last time. Jump forward. The snowball comes out. The Death Ward, however, the Fiend's Grip, it will cancel that one off, but the damage has already really been done. And then it really happened like 5 minutes ago when they lost their mid-fight. That is the game, and Team Empire will take the victory 2-1 here in the D2CL. Pushes them forward with Team Liquid as the 2 winners of Group A, of course. We need to find out who the other winners of the groups will be. Ninjas in Pajamas already won Group B, and that is where we're headed to next. If Na'Vi can win their game up against 4C and L, then the Golden Boys, they will be forced into a duel with Na'Vi to decide who gets through Group B. So what will happen? 4C and L versus Na'Vi. That's the next game coming up. Stay tuned. We will return.